So the hymn we're going to sing next is Once in Rural David City. It's hymn 140 in Glory to God. When I was a young boy, I was in the junior choir, the children's choir at my church, and I sang soprano. And I remember singing this hymn, but I didn't know about the history of this hymn and how it's been traditionally done. King's College, Cambridge, every year has a Lessons and Carol service, has had that for nearly a century now. Every service has always started with a boy soprano singing the opening solo to this hymn, which is apt when you look at the words. It's all about Jesus as a child, and being weak and helpless. And this boy is told an hour beforehand that he has this solo that's going to be heard around the world, because this service is broadcast on Now Public Radio every year. And I think it's to save his nerves that he's told only an hour beforehand. If he was told a day beforehand, he would be nervous all night, and he'd certainly have a hard time singing the actual solo. My wife also remembers singing this hymn when she was young, and she knew about this history of the solo because her choir director was a little more in the know. When it came time for her year to be picked, and a boy was picked, she just thought, oh, well, that boy must be better suited to the solo. She didn't realize until later that she was not picked because she was a girl, and that she was never going to get to sing that solo. Luckily, when she went on to Westminster, she was able to sing the equivalent for their readings and carol service. They pick a freshman soprano every year to sing the I Wonder As I Wander solo, which begins that service. And certainly that was a special moment for her. But she still thinks about, whenever we listen to this service in Cambridge, about there being only boys up there. I think that she was very moved that Megan would ask if she'd be interested in singing the solo for this recording you're going to hear next, because it's her chance to actually do it. And I think that there were some nerves going into it, and I think it reflects the story of Jesus' birth. If you think of this little baby who has all the world counting on him, and what he must have felt like growing up. It says here that he's tears and smiles like us he knew, and he feels for all our sadness, and he shares in all our gladness. So this is a child for the world that knew all of the emotions that we knew as children. And it's a real pleasure to every year come back to this hymn and be able to relive that moment.
Once